moist. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a beginner's guide on how to clean, store, insert and remove contact lenses. Okay, now before we get started, you're going to need 4 things. You're going to need your contact lenses, you're going to need some multi-purpose solution, you're going to need a contact lens case, and you're also going to need some kitchen roll. Now before you touch any of your contact lenses, please remember to wash your hands and then dry them thoroughly, make sure they're completely dry. I use kitchen roll to dry my hands because I feel like if I use a towel then little bits get on my hands, like the little dust particles, but when I use kitchen roll it doesn't seem to do that, so nothing gets on the contact lens itself. Now my contact lenses usually come in little sterile packaging, these ones just here, or sometimes they do come in little vials that just look like these ones just here as well. Just depends on what brand that you go for. Now some of the different contact lenses, they do say on like certain websites, I know for like Solotica and TDDI, you have to put their contact lenses in solution before you put them actually into your eye, just because the solution that it comes in while they're getting delivered, they aren't okay to be putting in your eyes. So what to do for that is just take your contact lens case and pop some solution in it as well, and then take your contact lens out of the actual packaging that it comes in, pop it in there, leave it for however long it does tell you on their website. Then after that you'll be able to pop them into your eye, just so the multi-purpose solution can be making the contact lens just okay safe for your eye. Now, today I'm going to be using my Solotica Hidrocor Topazio contact lenses. What we're going to do is we're going to pop these in my eye just now. So I always start with my left eye. I don't know why, it's just what I've always done, so I just like to make sure that I've always got the same routine every time I try and do my contact lenses, which is good because it just means that you know what one's going in, what one's coming out, and then you know where to put it, like for storing it in your case afterwards as well. So what we're going to do is we're just going to take the contact lens case and I'm just going to take the left eye one out. This process will pretty much be the same if you're just taking it out of the packaging as well. It's just the same, it's just my ones are in my contact lens case already. I've got my contact lens on my finger just now and I'm just going to place it in the palm of my hand, just so it's just there in the palm. Then I'm going to take some multi-purpose solution and I'm just going to put a couple of drops all over the contact lens so it's nice and wet, and then I'm just going to take my index finger and rub it just like that for about 20 seconds just so it gets nice and moist. Okay, now that I've rubbed it in between my hand, I'm just going to take another part of solution and I'm just going to pop that over the contact lens and just wiggle it about in my palm, and then I'm going to take the contact lens and put it on my index finger just there for you. I'm just going to take a look at the contact lens, make sure that it's the right shape. It should always be a little bowl. If the edges are like folding out, it means that the contact lens is actually inside out, so you don't want to be putting that in your eye. And all looks good to me. Just make sure there's no tears, no bits or anything on the contact lens. And my one looks all okay, so now we are going to put it in. Now for putting in contact lenses, I take my middle finger and my ring finger. I'll do a close-up in a second for you. But I lift up my eyelid, and then I take my middle finger on my hand that the contact lens is on and I pull that down, and then I would just slowly put the contact lens towards my eye. I will show you close up doing this and putting it into my eye for you. Okay, so like I said, I'm just going to take my 2 fingers just here, excuse my very long nail, lift that up, see how I'm pulling up the lashes as well, and then I'm going to take my middle finger on my other hand and pull that down, and then I'm just going to slowly put my contact towards the centre of my eye. Then what I do is just tap the lid just to get the air bubbles out. Look left, look right, make sure it's all settled. If you do put your contact lens in and after about a couple of minutes you start to feel like it's a bit irritated, it's not settling right, what I would do is I would just take it out, put it back in my palm, give it another wee rinse, another 20-second rub, just make sure that there's nothing on the contact lens. Again, rinse it, then try and pop it back in, and hopefully that should clear anything up. If it doesn't, and I would suggest maybe just not wearing contact lenses that day. That is what I do personally. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pop the other contact lens in really quickly for you. So I've repeated the same process. I take the contact lens out of my case, put it in my hand, give it a 20-second rub, rinsed it, and now we're going to pop this one in. So again, I'm just going to take that, lift my lashes up, pull that down. Make sure you look left and right, blink a little, and then just tap. Make sure all the air bubbles are out there for you. And that's that sorted. Okay, so now I've got both my contact lenses in, and what I would probably do next is I would actually clean the contact lens case that I have just here. So I've got my old solution, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to tip it out, make sure it gets all out of there because you don't want any leftover contact lens solution left in it. Then what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take my contact lens solution and I'm just going to put a drop in each, and then I'm going to take these 2 fingers and pop them in and just give them a wee rub. This is just going to get any like residue that may have built up in your contact lens case. That's just going to take that away. So I'm just going to pop these in and just give it a wee rub. Make sure you get all the way around, just like so. That's all nice and done. Just going to tip that old solution out again. Then what I would usually do is just take a bit of kitchen roll, just lay it down flat, and then just pop this upside down on the kitchen roll. That's just going to get all that solution out of your contact lens case. And that's what I'm gonna do. While that's sitting there upside down just drying, I will take the lids of the contact lens cases as well, and I will just give them a wee clean out as well. So again, solution, again, give them a nice wee rub, get around the sides, make sure you get the whole bit. Make sure your hands are nice and clean while you do this as well, because you don't want anything on your hands. There we go. Again, just tip that out and then pop that back onto your kitchen roll just like so. Now that's all sitting there done. So that is how I usually clean my contact lens case. Make sure it's nice and clean for the next time for after when I take these out and pop them in. So now that you've worn your contact lenses for like 8 hours, I usually say 8 hours is a good time to take them out. You're not usually meant to wear them past 8 hours. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take these out because I've worn them. So again, you've got your contact lens case all set up and ready to go. That's been sitting drying. You don't need to let it dry for long. I would usually just leave it drying for maybe like 10 minutes. So I've got my contact lens case. You're going to need your solution and kitchen roll again. So you're going to wash your hands. I've already done this again. Now, for taking my contact lenses out, I actually take these my pinchy fingers and I pull the lid down just here. I'll do a close up in a sec. And then I go in, pull the contact lens down and look up and then pinch out. So I just pull the contact lens down itself. So look up and pinch. Okay, now that I've taken it out and I've pinched it, it's in the palm of my hand, that's where I always put it. You just want to repeat the process of giving it a wee rub between your index and your palm with some solution, and then rinse it out, and then you can put it in your contact lens case. So again, take your solution, pour it on to the contact lens, and then just give it a wee rub in between your palm and your index finger, just for 20 seconds. So that's that done, and then you just want to take your solution, pop it onto the contact lens, just wiggle it in between your hands, and then just pop the lens itself into the contact lens case. Make sure you find the right one. This contact lens case has an L on the lid, so that is fine. So I know what one I'm putting it in. Just take the contact lens, pop it in, take some solution, pour that in. Don't fill it too full, just over halfway. That's where I always do it. Take your contact lens case, lid, and screw that back on, and that's that done. Now onto the other eye. Again, take my pinchy fingers, pull that down, touch the contact, pull that down, look up and pinch. Okay, so like the contact lens has not come out completely, so I just want to grab it, pull it out, and again, now that's in my palm, I'm just going to pour some solution on it, give it a rub for 20 seconds in between my index finger and the palm of my hand. Then again, put some more solution, just give it a few drops, wiggle it around, grab your contact lens case, take the contact lens and just pop it in, fill it up with some solution, put the lid back on. There we go, and then that's you all ready to go. Pop the lid back on your solution, ready for next time. And that is how you store, clean, insert and remove your contact lenses. If you do have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. Like if you have any thoughts, queries, if anything like that at all, don't be afraid to ask. I will usually respond. I always usually respond. I did a full review on those contact lenses, Solotica Hidrocor Topazio contact lenses. If you want to see that video, I will put the video just here so you can see. Also, don't forget to like this video and subscribe. It really does help. And also remember to follow my other social media networks, my Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram, all that good stuff. And I think that's everything for today, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.